following is a presentation of Geekster Media.
Hey there, Wax Packers! Adam coming back at you with another long overdue edition of Wax Pack Flashback. Sorry we haven't done some of these videos in a while. Been taking care of some other projects for Geekster Media. Yeah, what the Retro Network has evolved into. We have a lot of new shows, a lot of fun stuff happening. But I decided to kind of go back to some classic. Recently was gifted a couple packs of awesome The Rocketeer cards from 1991. Now, I'm pretty sure I opened up a pack of these in the early days when I was first asked to kind of join the Wax Pack Flashback crew, but that doesn't mean there aren't more memories to be unlocked. Of course, this movie was huge for me as a kid. I know it wasn't like a box office blockbuster, but I know a lot of kids my age, we loved it. We couldn't get enough. We watched it on home video as often as we could. Of course, now I have it on Blu-ray, on DVD. But, you know, the tie-ins were a big deal. Going to Pizza Hut and getting the Rocketeer, you know, little kids pack where you got your personal pan pizza, but everything was themed as the Rocketeer, but especially this cup meant a lot to me. But also the comic book adaptation was really great with that cover by the original artist Dave Stevens, who he didn't produce a lot of Rocketeer comics, but the ones that he did were fascinating. And I mean, just the art was out of this world, just couldn't believe. And he spent a lot of time to get it out there. There's actually a documentary you can find online about Dave Stevens that'll kind of give you some insight as well as to what he was all about. But we know what this movie was all about. High-flying entertainment. Most exciting to me is that the producers, the guys who were behind bringing the Rocketeer to the screen, were also behind bringing the Flash TV series in 1990 to television. And I loved both of those things, so they definitely had my number as far as entertainment as an 8 and 9-year-old. But let's open up these cards. I'm so excited to see what is inside these two packs. All right? Alright, so here we are with our pack of the Rocketeer movie trading cards by Topps from 1991. The graphics on this thing are amazing. I love that kind of pop art style. It's so classy. 8 glossy movie cards, 1 sticker, plus they're telling us here the official Rocketeer movie souvenir magazine was available for purchase. It was 68 full-color action-packed pages. Interestingly enough, usually they were advertising that you could get like the full box set of this series, which did exist and was gifted to me by my progenitor and departed friend Jason Gross, you know, who started the Wax Pack Flashback with Mickey. So I do have that in my collection as well, but interesting. Let's get into these here, though. Let's see what these cards are all about. Remember, we have 2 packs to open up, so we'll get 16 cards and 2 stickers total. Let's see here. All right. So first up, let's see what this is about. Huh. Oh, okay. So, and I forgot that some of these are vertical and some of them are horizontal. So, Escape from Flaming Death. You gotta love seeing actual stuntmen doing the work, you know? So, Escape from Flaming Death. Lothar turns to see a tidal wave of flame upon him as Cliff and Jenny push past and leap for the ladder, swinging from the autogyro. Hughes pushes the stick and the craft banks swiftly away, our heroes in tow. The autogyro barely clears a safe distance when a massive fireball rips the Zeppelin's silver skin to fragments. Yeah, that was an action-packed finale. Speaking of which, what is even going on here? I mean, these cards are a little blurry. I mean, it's like they were literally pulled, I guess, from the, you know, the print of the movie. But this is the cartoon, you know, the animated film that they watch that's talking about if, you know, the Nazis got their hands on the rocket pack, what they would do with it. So let's see here. Nightmare scenario. Cliff is finally captured by the feds and brought to the home of the rocket pack's inventor, Howard Hughes. There, the millionaire genius explains how dangerous this device could be if it fell into the wrong hands. They view a Nazi propaganda film which suggests a Washington, D.C. invasion with hundreds of enemy warriors wearing rocket packs descending upon the nation. So anyway, that's great. Another vertical card here. So this is pretty neat here. This is that little girl who is at the diner all the time. Rocketing role model. Very nice. Okay. Was that even in the movie now that I think about it? I don't know. I don't know that I remember that. I mean, maybe this is a scene, but that might have been a deleted scene now that I think about it. All right, the Bulldog Brawl. So yes, so when the bad guys are sneaking in there, supposedly everybody's think they're out to capture Cliff and Peavy. They help out all the patrons of the diner. All right, now here's Lothar, creeping assassin. Pretty giant for a creeping assassin. Let's see what they say about Lothar's attack here. So, a window slides open, a breeze billows, the curtains. Immense, twisted Lothar slips silently into the hospital room. As he approaches the bed, he cracks a match with his thumbnail, holding it close to Wilmer's face. Then Lothar clutches one of Wilmer's traction cords and yanks it. The patient's groggy eyes flutter open, his pupils dilate in horror. Yeah, that was pretty intense for a kid's movie, especially a Disney movie. All right, the switcheroo here. So there he was before he ended up in the hospital, switching out the rocket pack for a vacuum cleaner. Oh, now there is Cliff, looking awesome, ready for action at the air show. Man, I mean, they really picked the right actor for this. I mean, he just had the look up and down. They picked the right actor for this, but had to add some facial prosthetics to him to give him that Rondo Hatton look. It should be said that in the comics, this character did exist. I mean, they definitely were pulling directly from the books. Now that is an awesome sticker. Wow. See, this would have gone right, on one of my notebooks, on one of my Trapper Keeper folders as a kid. That is cool. All right, let's get into our second pack here. Open these up and we'll see what we get. Oh, this is cool. There he is, ready for action. I mean, that's what we were always waiting for, right? It's just like, Cliff, put on the helmet, put on the rocket pack, get going. That cool flight jacket. I just want to see what they say about this scene here. Okay. In the tiny storeroom inside the Bulldog's head, the rocket pack sits next to a rickety table. Cliff seizes the machine and swings it onto his back. Peavy's hand wraps about Cliff's wrist. Cliff, no, not again. But Cliff can't be swayed. Half the city's looking for us. I can't fly to that nightclub in 5 minutes and I can fly to that nightclub in 5 minutes and nobody can follow me. Yeah, that's awesome. All right, what else we got? Okay, so here's Howard Hughes, Terry O'Quinn. Telling him all about the invention, what it was for. Of course, everybody knows him as Locke from Lost, eventually. There we go. America's Daredevil. So this is similar, part of that scene where we see on that comic book cover there. He was getting ready to take off next to the American flag. Let's see here. Before taking off for the Zeppelin, the Rocketeer passes atop the observatory's Cropper Dome to check his Mauser clip. A large American flag flutters in the night breeze. For the brief moment, with the bronze headgear gleaming in the moonlight and weapon poised for action, he is the stuff myths are made of. Yes, indeed. It's like the best shot in the film. All right, well, here is All's Well That Ends Well. This must be the last card of the series, yeah, because this is Peavy telling Cliff he gets a new plane from Howard Hughes and all that, if I remember right. Let's see here. As if Hughes' gift wasn't enough, Jenny removes a folded paper drawing from her purse and hands it to Peavy. It's his schematic drawing of the rocket pack, which she retrieved while in the criminal's clutches. Cliff laughs and sweeps Jenny up in joyful embrace. Oh, if only we had gotten that sequel. It was all poised and ready. All right. Instant enemies. Yeah, so here they are. Those FBI guys that make Cliff crash. He's getting into fist fights. All right, there we go. His back broken. Ah, so gruesome. Again, we had Lothar sneaking in. Here's the aftermath. And then here is Lothar having a showdown with Cliff on top of the Zeppelin at the end of the movie. Again, this is like a weird action shot. It's like, what is happening here if you haven't seen the movie? Oh, cool. I feel like you rarely get these in your packs, but just that first card introducing everything, 11 stickers, 99 super glossy movie cards. Let's read about this here. I'm going to see what this card in particular says. Set in Los Angeles in the late 1930s, the Rocketeer captures the dangers and dreams, the adventure and excitement of illustrator Dave Stevens' popular comic books and graphic novels. Directed by Academy Award winner Joe Johnston, production designer on the Indiana Jones trilogy, it is the Walt Disney Studios showcase film for the summer of '91 and an exciting new Topps Picture Card series. Oh, if only it had been a bigger hit. But finally, here's our last sticker. The Rocketeer looking to the sky, ready for action. You gotta love it. So that is cool. And of course, they had, the piece together feature of all that. All right, well, let's see which one is my favorite here. Oh, well, just as good as I remember that set. It was cool to see those stickers, though. I feel like I've not paid attention to the sticker images. But overall, I gotta say that this was my favorite. You can't beat that classic poster art. I mean, if that didn't get people into the theaters, I don't know what they were expecting to do. Because, I mean, that is just such a dynamic image. And they did like 2 different posters. They were both kind of in that style. So really neat stuff. Love the Rocketeer. Probably gonna have to give it a watch now today. I can't get enough. But, he was a patriotic hero, as we saw there right next to the American flag. And next time around, hey, we got a holiday coming up. We are going to do a patriotic double feature as we give you Independence Day cards and American Gladiators, okay? So make sure that you're subscribed here to Geekster on TRN TV. We will be back with more Wax Pack Flashback. Hey, until next time, we'll check you later.
This has been a presentation of Geekster Media.